Hello friends, how are you? In this video we'll discuss about identification of global maxima and minima. So it is also called extrema or optimal values. Now the single greatest value of a function f over a specified domain is called the global maximum or minimum of f. Now how you can identify? Let p is a point in the domain of f. F has a global minimum at p if f is less than or equal to all values of f. Similarly, if f has a global maximum at p if f is greater than or equal to all values of f. Okay. Now, if f is a continuous on the closed interval in between a and b, then f has a global maximum and a global minimum on that interval. Now, you can see one figure is there. So, this is what our continuous function is there. And here the interval is what? A to b. So, in between a to b, there must be one global maximum and the minimum. So we can say the maximum value. So here we can, this is one maximum value, okay, and here this is another maximum value is there. So we can, this one you can say local minimum, but this one is the maximum. This is a global maximum, and here it is a minimum value is there, another minimum value is there. So this is what, this one is the local minimum, but this one is the global minimum. Okay, next. Now on closed interval in between a to b, okay, on closed interval in between a to b, identify the critical points of f within the interval. So already you know how to identify the critical points. So you can watch our previous video where you have seen how to implement SymPy, how to use Python and SymPy to implement the how to identify the critical points. Now these are the critical points, okay, where the dy dx is 0, okay, where the slope is 0. Now in that case we can see when slope is 0, now these are the critical points. This is one critical point and this is another critical point. So identify the critical points of f within the interval. So first of all, identify the critical point. Next, the function is evaluated at the critical points. So function is evaluated at the critical point. So these are the answer. Okay. So these are the values at that particular critical point, and endpoints a and b, and endpoints a and b. So a and the b. Are you getting this one? So the maximum value is what? This one is the maximum value. So this is what global maximum, and out of this, which one is the minimum? This is the minimum. So this is nothing but our global minimum. Are you getting this one? So return the largest and smallest value as global maximum and the minimum. Okay. Now we can see one simple example. Now find the global maxima and minima of y is equal to x by x square plus 1 on the following interval -2 to 2. So here -2 is nothing but a, and this is nothing but our b. So already you know, if it is x is equal to -2, okay, that means the left end point, the associated y value is what? -2.5, that is -0.4, and the right point, right interval value, so x is equal to 2, then y is equal to 2 by 5, that is 0.4. Are you getting this one? Now in this particular function, the critical values were -1 and 1. Okay, so if x is equal to -1, then y is what? -1 by 2, that is 0.5. And if x is equal to 1, then y is equal to what? 1 by 2, that is 0.5, that is global maximum. This is nothing but a global maximum. This is not our global minimum. Okay, so we can see here, if it is in this particular case, we can see this is what our global minimum and this is what our global maximum. Okay, so when x is equal to 1 and when x is equal to, so when x is equal to -1, so this is what our global minimum. When x is equal to 1, this is nothing but our global maximum. Okay, now we can see the Python implementation using SymPy. Now here import numpy as np, and from SymPy import asterisk, and from, so we need these 3 lines. Okay, so definitely these are required. Okay, so you have to import those packages numpy and SymPy. Now here x and y, these are the symbols. Okay, and y is equal to x by x square plus 1, here we have defined, and here we have to put the lower interval value and the upper interval values via keyboard. We entered the lower interval value as an upper interval value using the keyboard. Now here this is what we evaluate the if it is the left value, left interval value, and here if it is the right interval value, and here we print those values. Are you getting this one? and we store all this information in max min array. Now here apply. Now here next we have to identify the critical points. So these are the lines through which we can identify the critical points. So expression is equal to y dot diff dot x. That means what? Here you apply the first derivative, here you identify the second derivative, and here you identify the critical points. Now here we identify number of critical points, okay, and where you display the critical values, critical number of critical values and the critical points. Are you getting this? Next we identify the associated y values for each critical point. Okay, now this is what we just take the evaluate the first critical value, okay, and then here you print the critical value and associated y value. Okay, here we print the point, and here we identify whether it is a maximum, local minima, or the local maxima. So in the last video we have discussed all those things, so you can check it. So if sub v greater than 0, that means what? Sub v is what? It is nothing but our the value, okay, here we evaluate the second derivative, okay, and if it is greater than 0, that means it is nothing but the local minima, and if it is less than 0, that means it is a local maxima, otherwise it is nothing. Okay, and here we put all the values, we have insert all the values in max min array. Now here in this particular line we identify the maximum, okay, we identify the minimum of all and we identify the maximum of all. So here it will return the index of that particular where the maximum minimum value is there. Here it will return where the maximum value is there. So don't worry, we'll give all this Python code in the description part, so you can see that actual all the codes you can get. Okay, so here we have entered the lower interval value, here we have entered the upper interval value. So evaluation of left is what? It is minus 2.5, and evaluation if right value is what? 2/5. So the total number of critical values are 2, and the critical points are -1 and 1. Okay, so for critical point -1, the associated y value is -1/2. The point is -1 to -1/2. The -1 is the local minimum. Now for critical value y, the associated y value is what? 1/2. The point is what? 1/2. The 1 is the local maximum. Okay, now the global minima in between -2 to 2 is 1/2, -1/2 at -1, and the global maxima in between -2 to 2 is 1/2 at 1. Okay, so we can see, we can execute it and we can see the result. So this is the program just we have discussed. Okay, so here you have to enter the lower interval value and the upper interval value. Okay, so these are the points. Here we evaluate those values. Here we identify the critical points. Okay, and here we identify which one is the local maximum, which one is the global local minimum and local maximum. Are you getting this one? Now these are the lines through which we identify the global maxima as well as the local maxima. So we can run it and we can see, check. Now if you run it, so just increase this one. So we can run it, and now if you execute it, now you can see. So first of all, enter the lower interval, suppose it is -2, then enter the upper interval value, say it is 2, and we can see the result. So so the lower interval value is what? -2, upper interval value is what? It is 2. Evaluation if left value, so that means what? If it is -2, then it is -2/5, and if it is 2, then the y value is what? 2/5. So the total number of critical points are 2. So the critical points are -1 and 1. So for critical point -1, the associated y value is what? -1/2. So the point is what? Actual point is what? -1, -1/2, and -1 is the local minimum, and the critical point 1. Okay, another critical point 1, associated y is what? 1/2. The point is what? 1/2. The 1 is the local maxima. Now finally we have to identify the global maxima and the global minima. So here in between the -2 and 2, so in -1, the minimum value is what? -1/2. So this is what our global minima, and in 1, the in between -2 to 2 is 1/2. Are you getting this one? So this is nothing but our global minima, and this is nothing but our global maxima. Now we can see the, if we change the if you change the interval. Okay, now execute once again, and if it is say -5 to 5, okay, same function, and see the result. Now here also the global minima is -1 and the global maxima is what? 1. Global minima -1/2, global maxima it is 1/2. Now if you change to say -10 to 10, so same result. Once again we can run, say it is -100. Oops. So if it is -100 to 100, okay, so the global minima is what? -1 and the global maxima is 1. Are you getting this one? Now we can see the another expression. Suppose here this is another expression. Suppose y is equal to, you can see this one, x to the power q minus 9x square minus 48x plus 52. Okay, now suppose here we want to run it. Now say it is -5 to 5. So you can see here we just see the result. So if it is -5, then left value is what? -58, and if it is a 5, then it is -288. Now the total number of critical values 2, so critical values are -2 and 8. So if it is -2, it is 104, and if it is 8, then it is -396. So the global minimum in between -5 to 5 is what? -396 at 8, and global maxima in between on -5 to 9, so it is -2. So the value is what? 104 at -2. Are you getting this one? Now we can change, you can re-execute it. Now suppose it is say -10 to 10. Now we can see here, now it is changed. Okay, so here if it is you can see here, if it is -10, it is -1368, and if it is 10, it is -328. So the total number of critical values 2, -2 and 8. So if it is -2, then answer is 104, and if it is 8, it is -396. Are you getting this one? And the global minimum on this, in between the global minimum, so if it is, so the global minimum is what? At -10. Okay, and global maximum is what? At -2. But in the previous case it was different. You can say it is 8 and -2, but right now it is what? -10 and -2. Are you getting this one? Now you can change it. Suppose it is -100 to 100. Now you can see the result. Now the result is, see, the global minimum or what? It is -100. It is at -100, and global maximum at 100. Now we can see another expression, y is equal to 0.1 into 9 minus x to into x square. Okay, and we can see the result. So if it is say in between -1 and 1, so here we can see the global minimum. Now we can see the critical points. So the critical points are what? So if it is -1, then it is 1. If it is -1, then the left values are 1, and if it is -1, then it is 0.80. So two critical values are there, 2, so 0 and 6. So these are the critical points. So if critical value is 0, the y is 0, and if critical value is 6, the y is what? 10.8. So the global minimum is what? 0 at 0, and the global maximum is what? 10.8 at 6.0. Are you getting this one? So this is the so in this way we can identify the global maxima and minima using Python and SymPy. And that is the end of this particular video. Thank you very much.